maybe out in front a little more. So far, I think it's been solid iron here. This first couple of first spots here. It's just crazy. Again, now we're getting into some more softer stuff here. Easier to mine stuff. Right there. Back to just solid. Crazy. Steel is not in here but out there. It's a possibility. Otherwise they'd be working on it. I think this one's, yeah, that one's gone. Really, there's some right down in here. Wow, platinum. Did not notice that before. They take for this stuff. I don't know why it's much longer now for this. Wonder if RoboBob changed this stuff as well, the mining times for iron. If he did, damn it, because it's taken forever because of it. This whole thing would have been dug up by now in an older version of the game. One's been here since year 2. Mining levels 42. It's fairly decent, 42. Just trying to find someone that's been here for, yeah, since year 1. Actually, I don't think I have any miners left from that back then. True. That's right, they all got slaughtered, didn't they? Pretty much. doesn't seem to be too much up here. Some platinum way over here. Actually, that's pretty near to where I am. Over here. Interesting. So if we wanted to, we could just put the stairs down, like right here. Probably want to put one like right here. And maybe another one like here. Maybe even we'll put one back here. Just for those few parts there, and then one right here. When they get over there. Start on the Gnomoria 2 walkthrough today. Road tonight since I've got a 2 gig or 2 terabyte drive coming tomorrow. I can start doing all the walkthroughs really. I was holding back because of the fact that well, that's not fun. Let's open up that whole thing there. Let's be salt. So you can see what's down here. You can see what's kind of in the middle here. I'll be able to tell what's around. There's some coal, maybe some coal around in here. There's a lot of iron that I can see here. Look at all this. Jesus. Oh really, so none of this right here is actually part of that. Gotcha, so we can get that. Get these stairs over here done? Yeah. Okay. 11th day of summer. But I hadn't started on all the walkthroughs and wasn't going to because of space concerns, but now that I have this 2 terabyte drive, I'll be able to store all my current walkthrough videos on it, which is about 755 gigabytes if I remember my calculations correctly, worth of video files for all the current videos I have for the current walkthroughs that I've been working on. So that's Walking Dead, Persona 4, Skyrim, Yesterday, Gnomoria, Assassin's Creed, Legend of Legaia, Legend of Dragoon, and also for Space Crusades, 4th Developers Vlog. So that's 9 video projects I'm working on right now. Still picking up all that iron ore. Alright, got our gnomes down here now. Let's place a torch. Let's see what they find. Oh, cool. Platinum. I was hoping they'd find that down here. Seems to be a little bit of it. We'll dig out this entire section here and we'll see what we find. Head back up and see what we got going here. Yeah, see, it's still there. Just want to make sure I wasn't seeing things. Or that I had, had the game paused or something when I had seen it. Nope, still there. Okay, good. Sets my mind a little more at ease about that. There it finally goes. I wonder if there had to be another raindrop for it to drop down. That's what I thought I was thinking about. There had to be some rain that added to it so that would update and notice that the wall's no longer up. That was my initial thought about what was going on there. Not sure if that's correct or not though. So we got logs all over the place. Just one grove's worth of cuts though, as far as I can tell. Some more torches. clear out what's in this thing over here. Alright, let's get back down into our mines here. That out too. Just because, like I always said, any amount of coal I can find is better than burning wood for it. Even though I have a crap ton of wood right now, it's still better to obtain it through mining it. That's all that eats up is manpower. Whoa. Oops, we hit another little vein of ore here. Interesting. Well, let's see if we get any gnomes this time around. There's quite a bit of platinum going here. Some gold over this way, probably. Gold. Let's hit this whole side here. That's a lot of gold. And now iron. Just out of nowhere, boom. Hello, iron. Or rather, iron says, hello, gnomes, let me slow you the hell down. You're going too fast. Let's add a torch back here. Off of it here. That's still iron, yeah. That's a ton of gold though. Which is good. Not saying it's bad. It's awesome there's that much gold sitting around. Platinum too. It's a good choice to come down here. So let's talk PS4 while we're doing all this other stuff here. I watched some of the, I didn't watch the actual conference, but I watched some of the, read about it in some posts and such. And actually I am somewhat impressed with what I see and somewhat not impressed. I'm impressed by the hardware specs. It's pretty much a high mid-range PC, essentially is what the PS4 is going to be hardware-wise. It's nothing like what the obvious haters are going to say, like, oh, it's, you know, crap's not high-end PC, blah, blah, blah. Not as good as my Uber PC, or, as a matter of fact, an example of mine, it isn't as good as my PC, it won't be. No console could be as good as my PC without being worth the same as my PC, so, my computer, so. That said, though, it is a definite step above, there's some more iron, the, PS3, definitely a cut above it, in terms of hardware, especially the RAM. The RAM was the real problem point with the PS3. That's been rendered fixed by the 8 gigs of RAM the PS4 is going to have. Some more stuff down there. It's going to have an 8-core processor. I think the cell was the 6-core. You know, let's go ahead and deconstruct this. I'm going to move it out a bit. And it should be more powerful than the cell processor was in terms of speed. What didn't impress me, though, were some of the graphics on the games that they were showing. I mean, the graphics are pretty good. I mean, I think that they are really, really good-looking graphics on the games that were shown. But that said, the fact that they're making a PS3, Xbox 360, PC versions, well, not the PC version, but the other versions, tells me that these games were already being developed for the PS3, the previous generation, and now they're making it for the PS4 as a launch game. These games aren't actually made for the PS4. I don't think they should have done that. I think they should have gone out with games that were made for the PS4, and not games that were going to be made multi-platform between, or rather multi-generation. Now we're going from multi-platform to multi-generation. Because going multi-generation means that the game has to be able to run on the previous generation. They're not going to go back through and, you know, make a whole different set of, you know, textures and graphics and redesign the world so they'll fit within the PS3 and the 360's architecture. So they developed to the weaker systems, like I've been saying, and so that's the last generation, and then they're just going to make it able to be run on the PS4, which is a lot easier to do without having the increased graphics. So I don't think we have seen any game right now that's not being released on the PS4. That's being released on the PS4 that's not being released on the previous generation as well. So we're not going to see an actual PS4 only game or 720 only game until much later, probably maybe like the first year and a half before, maybe, possibly. There'll probably be some more before that, though. I like the idea of the controller. The fact that it's more ergonomic, that the triggers have more texture to them, they're more angled. The controller itself has like a rubberized grip on the bottom half of it, so it's not just pure plastic. The idea of adding in a light bar was interesting. I'm not sure how that's really going to work, the light bar thing, because it's essentially a multicolor LED that can change to whatever color depending on which player it is. Oh, some more iron over here, wow. I have to say that it was kind of annoying having the red lights on the controller with the flashing and stuff like that when the batteries would get low, but we'll see how that works. Speaking of flashing lights and power for the controller, these new controllers are going to be able to power themselves up even with the PS3, I guess, or PS4 in standby, I guess they call it. I'm not sure if that's synonymous to having it turned off, standby mode, or if that's just a mode like with the computer where it's at a low power consumption mode or something. That'll be good. Not that I use it, I mean my PS3 is on almost all the time, so my PS4 would be if I got one on all the time as well, so wouldn't really apply to me. But if the PS4 had to be turned off, or if I wanted to turn it off and still charge up, I could do it that way, if I wanted to. What else? Backwards compatibility. PS4 ain't gonna have it, and that's really one of the points that pisses me off the most. It's not gonna be backwards compatible with PS3 games. the whole thing, you know, Sony essentially invented backwards compatibility, at least for, you know, the, I don't know, the 3rd or 4th gen gaming consoles. They're the first to do it on those. Definitely the first to do it on disc-based consoles. And they did it for the first 3, took it out in the 3rd, PlayStation 3, but they offered it, was the important thing on the PlayStation 3. They're not even offering it on the PlayStation 4 at all. And it's really kind of depressing to see them just, you know, cutting off a appendage of their legacy like that. I hope they make a, reverse the decision to do that. Kurdish the Seed. Interesting. Because backwards compatibility is something that makes PlayStation awesome. Not that you can't go out and buy like a PS2 for cheap. I'm using my computer for emulation, although it's not precise as far as how the games are rendered usually. Especially the older games. The PlayStation games really get crappy looking sometimes with little graphics glitches, because in order to get the heightened graphics that I do on my walkthroughs, you have to sacrifice the fact that there's going to be glitches. There's the Goblin of Greed. The Steel Warhammer. Mine that stuff out. We'll put another torch back here. I don't know why they haven't gotten this one down here yet. Those will be for those. Let's go up and away. No. Let's go back up to, well, ground level. Bright. Let's see. We want to put that on 4. We need to make another forge to deal with, because we got enough iron bars to start working on it, and they're just not working on those. Mainly because we got the, you know, guys down there mining is why. But still, I don't know what to see. I think maybe we'll just go to just so we can get this armor plates built quickly. But we'll wait till we're done mining down there. There's a whole block of stuff they're getting at now. It's going to take a while because it's essentially